There was a young, handsome man named Adam. He lived in a city with his wife, Grace, and their sweet daughter, Mimi. Mimi was in 5th grade. Adam was a businessman. He was always in meetings and worked hard. But he took out time for Grace and Mimi. He was a loving husband and father. He gave his family everything they needed. Grace loved him a lot. Grace was busy in the kitchen with the maid, cooking chicken rice. Mimi came home from school, shouting, "Mom, I'm home!" Grace came out of the kitchen and hugged her. "Go change and freshen up. Then come for lunch," Grace said. Mimi ran to her room to change. They both sat at the dining table, and the maid served the lunch. Grace passed the chicken rice dish and said, "Eat well, dear." One evening, Mimi was busy watching cartoons. Grace said, "Mimi, do you want to come with me for shopping?" Mimi laughed. "Mom, I love your choice." Grace smiled and said, "Okay, dear." She went with the driver to the mall. She walked around, buying a t-shirt for Adam, a pink shirt and jeans for Mimi, and a purse for herself. After picking out many things, she paid the bill. She suddenly noticed a handsome young man. He saw her too.
"You?"
he asked. "Yes, it's me," Grace replied, her heart racing. David's eyes softened.
"How are you, Grace?"
Grace replied, "I'm happy, David." David's smile faded.
"But I'm not."
"Why? You have got everything you wanted," Grace said. David looked at her.
"I still want you, Grace."
Grace took a deep breath. "It's too late. I'm married now." She turned to head for the door, her heart heavy. David said,
"Grace, please. I came back for you."
But she couldn't see back. When she reached home, she handed Mimi her new clothes and the other items she bought. Adam came home from work. After dinner, while sipping his tea, he asked,
"You seem a little worried."
Grace replied, "No, not at all." The next day, as Mimi worked on her homework, Grace's phone rang. She picked it up.
"Grace. It's David." Please. Just listen to me.
He pleaded. Grace took a deep breath.
David, please don't call me again.
And she ended the call. Days passed, but David's calls kept coming. One evening, Grace finally picked up.
What do you want now?
She asked. David said softly.
There's something I need to tell you. Can you meet me tomorrow evening at the restaurant we used to go to?
David asked. Grace hesitated and then said,
Okay.
The next evening, Grace walked into the restaurant. David was already there. He smiled when he saw her. Grace sat down.
You said you had something to tell me.
David said.
I never forgot you. I went to Germany for my studies. I heard you married someone else.
Tears welled up in Grace's eyes.
My mom made me marry Adam. And I had no choice.
David looked at her.
I want you back.
Grace wiped her tears. David's voice grew urgent.
You have to choose, Adam or me. Mimi can live with us.
Grace looked away.
I can't hurt Adam.
David lowered his voice, hurt.
And me? You don't love me anymore?
Grace said immediately.
I love you. I don't love Adam. I still love you.
They smiled. Grace and David began meeting outside. One evening, Adam came home from the office. After dinner, as they were in the bedroom, he asked,
I saw you with a man.
Grace hesitated and replied,
He is my friend, David.
Adam then moved the conversation to his work. After that, Grace met David again. He said,
You need to divorce Adam.
Grace hesitated. David, frustrated.
I can't wait much longer.
One evening, Mimi was home alone. Adam came home and saw Mimi alone. He said,
Let's have dinner.
They ate together. That night, he asked,
Why do you meet David so much? Mimi was alone and hungry. But you weren't here.
I meet David because I love him before marriage.
Adam was shocked.
Then why did you marry me?
My mom forced me. David was out of the country.
Adam looked at her sadly.
But now you are married. And have a daughter.
Grace said quickly,
But I can't live without David. David came back. He still wants me, and I want him too.
She rushed into the bathroom. Adam fell onto the bed, broken. Grace came back and lay on the sofa. Adam stayed on the bed, lost in thought. The next morning, Grace packed her things and left. Adam woke up, saw a note, and felt tears roll down his cheeks. He wiped them away and stepped outside, hiding his pain. Mimi sat at the table while the maid set breakfast. She asked,
"Where is Mom?"
Adam replied,
She is upset with me and went to her mother's place. But she will come back soon.
Mimi looked worried but stayed silent. That evening, Mimi clung to Adam.
"I need Mom."
Adam said.
Let's watch cartoons together.
She got lost in the scene. Day by day, Mimi kept asking for her mom. One evening, he said,
I will make your favorite sandwiches.
He placed the sandwiches before her, but Mimi pushed them away.
"I want Mom."
Adam sighed.
She doesn't want to come back.
Mimi's eyes filled with tears.
"It's your fault."
Adam shouted.
Yes! It's my fault!
Mimi, scared, ran to her room. The next morning, Mimi got dressed for school. Adam entered her room.
Please have breakfast. I need to talk to you this evening.
She stayed quiet, ate quickly, and left for school. That evening, Adam said,
Your mom wants to marry another man, David.
Mimi's eyes widened.
"I will ask her not to leave us."
Adam sighed.
You can try.
Mimi went to her mom's apartment with the driver. She rang the bell. Grace opened the door, and Mimi stepped inside. She saw a man there and knew. It was Uncle David.
"Mom, please come back."
Grace touched her face.
"I am marrying David. I can't live with your dad anymore."
Mimi returned home, crying. Adam hugged her.
I'm here. My love. Don't be sad.
One night, Mimi said,
"Dad, I don't want to go to school anymore." The kids found out about Mom leaving. Hey, make fun of me, saying she doesn't love me.
Adam sighed and said,
Okay. Dear.
Adam soon got Mimi's admission in another school. There, she met Emma, a bright and friendly girl. Emma noticed that Mimi always seemed sad, but she didn't ask anything. She tried to make Mimi smile, though nothing seemed to work. One day, when Mimi was absent from school, Emma asked the teacher,
"Ma'am, can I get Mimi's address?"
The teacher gave her the address. That evening, Emma went to Mimi's house. Mimi asked,
How did you get my address?
"I got it from school."
Emma replied with a smile. As they sat down for refreshments, Emma asked,
"Where is your mom?"
Mimi's face grew sad.
She took a divorce from my dad. I left my old school because the kids made fun of me when they found out. Please don't tell anyone here, or they might do the same.
Emma hugged Mimi.
"Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. I promise."
From that day on, Emma and Mimi became the best of friends. Moral: choices affect others, especially those we love.